motions.
I'm sorry, my in-laws were
I didn't mind,
waiting
but
to
you were
eat.
going through the motions.
I had my in-laws in the kitchen. I know they were.
After being married to Kelly Ripa for almost 30 years, Mark Consuelos has nearly mastered what to say and not to say when his wife is in a bad mood. During the Monday, August 18th episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, which was pre-recorded, the married co-hosts shared laughs while discussing a talking point about things you should never say to someone that is going through a hard time. Even if you hear someone else saying it, never say these things, Ripa instructed the audience. While there were several phrases mentioned on the list, the one that angered Ripa most appeared to be calm down. Claiming Consuelos loves to use that two-word response, the Riverdale actor quickly disagreed. No, I learned the hard way. You never tell your wife to calm down. It has the opposite effect, he declared while receiving laughs from the crowd. When you tell me to calm down, what happens? She asked her husband, to which he admitted, you amp up. Ripa detailed how she sails into a rage that is almost uncontrollable. You want to put me into a rage? Tell me to calm down, she noted. Further teasing his wife, Consuelos pointed out how Ripa also doesn't like the phrase, don't be hysterical. You love that one, he joked. You're being hysterical. I'm like, not yet, I'm not, but would you like to see hysterical? I can get there in 3 seconds, Ripa said sarcastically. While Consuelos has figured out what to say most of the time, the dad of 3 admitted he's still learning. During the chat, the All My Children co-stars additionally addressed a phrase Ripa's dad uses often. It is what it is. This is my dad's personal favorite. The Hope and Faith actress confessed. He says it so many times a day that Mark and I joke it's like a drinking game. Except, we would be totally off our faces by 8 a.m. Other one-liners Ripa advised fans never to tell anyone going through a hard time, included money can't buy happiness. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. God gives his toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. And never say people have it worse than you, which the blonde beauty said, we can all agree is unhelpful. Consuelos suggested using the phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, after someone has been through a difficult time and has already come out of the other side. However, Ripa warned her husband she doesn't ever want to hear that phrase. This one you love, which I detest, Ripa added. It could be worse. I'm always like, how? How could it be worse? She theorized. Read more at OK. Get OK. As biggest scoops and scandals delivered right to your inbox. Sign up now. Follow OK on WhatsApp here. Stay across all the latest in celebrity, entertainment, and pop culture via our WhatsApp channel. No comments, no algorithm, and nobody can see your private details. Ever been in a situation where you just want to help, but everything you say seems to make things worse? Like, you offer a perfectly sensible piece of advice, and suddenly you're the villain? You're not alone. It turns out even celebrity husbands like Mark Consuelos have learned this lesson the hard way, especially when it comes to those 3 little words you should never say to your partner. Stick around, because in the next 40 minutes, we're diving into the surprising psychology behind why telling someone to calm down backfires spectacularly, and what you can say instead to actually help. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're tackling a relationship universal, the art of communication, or more specifically, the art of not saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. We've all been there, right? Your partner is stressed, frustrated, maybe even a little bit fiery, and you, with the best intentions, utter those seemingly innocent words. Just calm down. And then, boom, the fire intensifies, often directed squarely at you. This isn't just a random occurrence. It's a well-documented phenomenon that Mark Consuelos, as he recently admitted, knows all too well from his years with Kelly Ripa. He learned the hard way that telling his wife to calm down has the opposite effect. And honestly, who hasn't? So, why does this happen? Let's break it down. When someone is emotionally heightened, whether they're feeling anger, anxiety, or deep frustration, their brain is already in a state of alert. Their emotional centers are firing, and their logical, reasoning brain might be taking a back seat for a moment. When you tell them to calm down, even if your tone is gentle, what they often hear is invalidation. You're implying their feelings are irrational or inappropriate. It sounds like you're dismissing what they're experiencing, rather than acknowledging it. Lack of empathy. It comes across as if you don't understand or care about why they're upset. You're focusing on the outward expression rather than the underlying cause. a command, not support. It's often perceived as a directive, rather than an offer of help or understanding. Nobody likes being told what to do, especially when they're feeling vulnerable. Amplified frustration. If they could just calm down, they probably would. The inability to do so on command can actually make them feel more frustrated with themselves, and then, inevitably, with you for pointing it out. Think about it from their perspective. They're feeling something intensely, and in that moment, what they likely need is to feel heard and understood. They need emotional validation, not a lecture or a command to suppress their feelings. So, if calm down is off the table, what can you say? This is where we pivot from common pitfalls to effective communication strategies. The goal is to de-escalate, to show support, and to create an environment where they can naturally calm down when they're ready. Here are a few phrases and approaches that work much better. I can see you're really upset. What's going on? This validates their emotion and invites them to share more. That sounds incredibly frustrating. Again, validation. You're acknowledging their experience without judgment. How can I help you right now? This puts the power in their hands and offers concrete support. I'm here for you. Just let me know what you need. Simple, supportive, and open-ended. Tell me more about what's making you feel this way. Encourages them to express themselves further. Active listening. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is just listen without interrupting, nodding, and offering nonverbal cues that you're engaged. Reflect back what you hear to show you're paying attention. So, if I'm understanding correctly, you're feeling X because of Y? Remember, it's not about solving their problem immediately, unless they ask you to. It's about being a supportive presence and allowing them to process their emotions. Once they feel heard and understood, the emotional intensity often starts to subside on its own. It's about building a foundation of trust and empathy within your relationship dynamics. Mark Consuelos' admission is a great reminder that even in long-standing, loving marriages, these little communication nuances can make a big difference. It's a continuous learning process, and being mindful of our words is key to fostering stronger, healthier connections. Next time you find yourself in a heated moment, resist the urge to deploy the calm down card. Instead, try one of these relationship advice tips and see the difference it makes. It takes practice, but the rewards are immeasurable. There you have it. The power of empathy over commands. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with a friend who might benefit, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into human behavior and relationships. We've got so much more to explore together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.